Hello everyone, and welcome back to Travel with Brian. As a recap, Jenny and I have a list of things to do in Madison with a specific number of points for each task, and we have 6 hours to get as many points as we can. In part 1, we visited every floor of the state capitol, took a photo at Monona Terrace, had a beer at a local brewery, took a photo with 2 statues of Bucky Badger, and walked the entire length of State Street. With about 4 hours and 45 minutes left, we now have 33 points.
So on Jenny's recommendation, we're actually going to walk all the way up Bascom and get the photo with the Lincoln statue before getting ice cream.
Yeah,
that might be the better option. So yeah, welcome to Bascom Hill. So this is North Hall. It's the first building on campus, actually. It's now the head of the political science department. And there's the Lincoln statue. Looks like it's blocked off there, so we'll just have to get a bit of a distant photo, but it's still a photo, so let's get 5 more points. All right, we're up to 38 points. Now we're heading back down the hill. We're gonna go to Memorial Union and get some ice cream. There's Memorial Union, which is our next destination. So you can see this line of cars over here. This is why you never try driving down Langdon, because there's people walking on Lake there and they don't stop. And here's Memorial Union. We're gonna head in and get some ice cream. Thank you. All right, Jenny, so which one do you have?
Ultimate Oreo.
I believe this is the Badger Blast, so that's another 5 points for us.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna head over by the lake, because if we take a photo off the terrace, that's another 5 points. So just heading right over there. All right, this will be a good spot for a photo.
Yeah.
All right, we're heading back to State Street, just going to our car. And over there is Whiskey Jack's, which was one of my favorite hangout spots in college. Been a few years since I've been there though. It's not really my vibe anymore. All right, we're back at the Capitol. Welcome to Mifflin Street, just heading back to our car. It's about 2 blocks down this way. And we're back to my lovely Corolla. Time to go head over to Camp Randall. All right, so we have 3 hours and 45 minutes left, and we're off to Camp Randall, so we get 10 points if we can walk around the entire outside of the stadium. So all right, so I'm on Monroe Street, about to turn onto Randall to start the walk around the outside of Camp Randall Stadium. Jenny's a little tired just because it's been a bit of an extensive day, so she's just gonna rest in the car. See, over there you can kind of see part of the stadium past the, I forgot what it's called, the indoor practice area for the team. But over here we have the arch for Camp Randall, so this spot is pretty crazy on game days. And over here we have the north end zone of Camp Randall. Student section's right over on the other side, so we're gonna see that in a second. And then right over there you have the student entrance to Camp Randall. Always the craziest part of game day. So a bit of a fact about Camp Randall, this was actually the site of a training ground for the Union Army during the Civil War. And then once the war was done, I guess they decided to turn it into a football stadium. So over here on the south side of Camp Randall, we have the UW Fieldhouse, home to I believe the volleyball team, and I think the wrestling team also competes here. So this is the original home of the basketball team before the Kohl Center was built. And then over there we have the UW Athletic Hall of Fame. And there's Jenny back in the car. So that is a full rotation around Camp Randall. That is 10 more points. And if my count's correct, I believe we're up to 58. So let's go. So one of the other challenges is buy something at a Quick Trip, which this one's much different than other ones since this one's not a gas station, but it's still a Quick Trip. So I'm just gonna grab some drinks here real quick. All right, so for those of you who aren't from Wisconsin or a few of the surrounding states, Quick Trip's actually, I like to say, a high-end convenience store, and most of them are gas stations, but since this one's right by Camp Randall, this one's just a regular convenience store, and I just bought these things there, which means we get 5 more points. All right, so we have about 3 hours and 15 minutes left, and we're gonna go head over to the northeast side. Got a few things to do around there, so I'm thinking we'll probably start with driving past the governor's mansion and driving through the airport. So let's get to it.
And here we have Brian driving us around.
Hello.
Getting a little bit away from the traffic.
So fun fact about the governor's mansion, it's actually in the town or village, or I don't know what it is, but it's a town of Maple Bluff, so it's actually not even in Madison.
Village of Maple Bluff.
All right. All right, so here we are in the town of village of Maple Bluff, which, as I was saying before, is actually where the governor's mansion is. So I'm not sure exactly where I'm going.
Yeah, I got some nice houses over here.
Yeah.
Approaching the governor's mansion.
I'm assuming this one here, I believe, is the governor's mansion, the fenced off one with the Wisconsin flag there. Yep, here we go. All right, there's the governor's mansion. So let's say hi to Governor Tony. It's the first time I've been here. And that is also 5 more points. Let's go.